Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Walski Landscaping. I'm Maya. Well, we're back here with all our plants and everything that are starting to grow. Our plants are starting to come up, and I'll show everybody kind of how those are looking. And I'll show everybody kind of standard problem I've run into with these doing broccoli, cauliflower, but I might have a fix for it, and I'm going to explain to everybody what I'm going to do with that. But before I begin with the seeds, I wanted to show everybody the mushrooms here in the box. And as you can see, they are really started to take off. We got one little cluster that's growing on the bottom part right here in the corner. And we got one more growing there. And what we're doing is we're putting this over by the window, and we got to stand it up like this so it grows upward. But as soon as these get bigger, the pink mushroom like this, as soon as they get big enough, we're gonna cut them off, and we're gonna dehydrate them and use them in things like sauces, things like that cooking kind of stuff. So we got that, which is actually first time trying it. Actually is coming in really nice and everything. Now, this is the things. Now, we've planted broccoli, cauliflower, onions, tomatoes, and some repeat ones. Now, I tried to plant these things with like one or two per cell, but it was kind of hard to see the seeds because they were like really, really tiny. So, like for example, we have them like this, and they're starting to get this, long, lanky again like this. But I think I'm going to try something different with these this year. Instead of just relying on this, and I know it said that this is by the way, this is a cauliflower one that I have here in my hand. But I know it says in the tray it would say to put dirt in the tray, so I guess it kind of helps it to grow and everything. Now, mind you, we've had these things under lights. We have our grow light, and we've also had them on the heater, but they're still kind of growing crazy. So I think what I'm going to try is as they start getting like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the buckets like what we would normally plant them in. I'm going to turn the bucket sideways, and I'm going to cut it out and fill it with dirt. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them, kind of let the roots get established here, but I'm going to break them apart a little bit, and I'm going to line them all in the bucket like that for right now. That way it should hopefully take care of this like stringiness on them and everything, and it should give them a chance to get that second leaf and then start to grow and everything. Things like the onions that we started from seedlings too, now those are really coming in really nice, and they look really good. And again, same way with these, since there's like so many in here and the seeds were real small, I'm just gonna keep them in here until they get their roots. Break this apart, and I'm gonna put it in the bucket too. I'm gonna do the same way. I'm gonna plant them the long way in the bucket, and that should also help them to grow. And like I say, a lot of this I'm gonna be starting inside here in the buckets, and I'll show everybody the process, like how we make our bucket planters and all that for some of the longer stuff, like what we're gonna have this year, like carrots, the onions, probably potatoes, garlic, things like that. And so that'll be that. And then the same way with our tomato plants. Now, our tomato plants, we actually got them to thin out a little bit more, where we only have two per cell. So, but again, I think these two, as these start to get bigger, and as they start to, develop that second leaf and all that, because this is two of them here, but when they start to get that second leaf, I'm going to put them in a little bit deeper so they have a chance to root from here and everything. And I'm going to see what happens. Like I say, every year I try to do broccoli, like broccoli, cauliflower, tomatoes, and all that. And every year I kind of get it to where it's like they'll start to come up with the mat, the warmth of the mat, and the light and all that and everything. But they just, for some reason, they grow kind of weird. So I'm gonna try something different with them, and like I said, I'm gonna see what happens, and I'll keep everybody informed and just keep telling everybody how things are going. Now our plants, as you remember, we also did 30. What is this? 36. 36. Yes, 36 cells. We did 12 of the pansies, 12 of the marigolds, and 12 of the poppy. So, like for example, our marigolds, they are just starting to come up. So I'm going to be getting them, keep them on the mat and get them, with the light, sunlight, and all that and everything. Our marigolds are they're starting to come up. They're already breaking through there, the marigold seeds that spilled. But again, we'll separate these as they come up. And our California poppies, I believe, yeah, California poppies, them too. They are, they are starting to come up. They're starting to, wake up here and starting to grow. So again, these I've got to leave with the lid on just yet because they're still starting to grow. But I leave the lid on them, leave them on the heat mat and all that so they stay warm. And like I said, that's about all we had with the seeds and the mushrooms and everything. And as far as the landscaping work this week, well, we had a little bit of a snow that we did. We went out and did some salting on that. And like I say, we're also working on our buckets. We're starting to get those all ready for the springtime plantings. A lot of this will go into the buckets right away. And I'll put them outside, covered and everything, so they stay warm, and start letting them, get used to the sunlight and all that and everything. And hopefully, as the days start to warm up, I can kind of uncover them a little bit, let them get some air in that, and then cover them back at night so they don't freeze. Because right now we are kind of like going through a little bit of a cold spell, I guess, for this week coming up. So, I can't really, like I say, have, too much outside. I mean, I do have like a little bit of a greenhouse thing, but I don't have like a lot of room to put all of this and everything. So, but yeah, these are just ones that we're trying right now. We'll see what happens. And same way with the flowers, we're gonna see what grows. Marigolds and the pansies and all that. Hopefully, we can use a lot of them in our planter baskets and things like that if they grow. And yeah, that's about it, everyone. So thanks for watching. And again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you could, give it a thumbs up because it helps to get the video out there. And as always, like I say, I'm Maya with Walski Landscaping, and we will see you guys next Friday. I know it's not Friday today, but I'll see you guys next Friday with another video. Give you an update on the seeds again, and tell everybody what we've been working on for the landscaping and things coming up. So, all right, everyone, take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.